Never done this before. And if I'm honest, I really wasn't planning to do this. And now that I've got this thing on live, I'm like, I want to hold my phone this whole time. That seems really, really boring. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, this is so obviously a bad idea. I did not plan for this. Oh, Lord. I was like, what'll happen if I go live on YouTube? I never do that. I do it on Instagram sometimes, but never done it on YouTube. So let me see if I can set myself up here. Let's see. This was I so poorly thought this through. I don't think I did at all. I was just like, I've never been live on YouTube. Why didn't I do that? Ah! Oh gosh. This doesn't look fun at all. I thought this will be fun. No, it doesn't look fun at all. I feel like the evil, creepy villain, like, who's coming down into the hero's face. Croatia! I was thinking about you all today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting help from your earthquake and the recovery and everything that you need. I wish there was something I could do to help. I think Slovenia actually said that they would open all borders to anyone who, all borders, they would open the border to Croatia for anyone who wanted to go there to help. So I hope that Croatia's getting help, because you guys are our neighbors, and as much as there is that friendly rivalry, we all do really care that Croatia's all right. Oh, I'm so glad Slovenia helped you. Hi, Jeff. It's nice to see you here. This is really uncomfortable. I don't like the fact that it's so low. Okay, this is how I normally do my Marco Polos, if I'm honest with you. I do it like this, so. I even got my backlight going. God, that scared me. Got my backlight going, so that works. I've got my little cup of coffee. And I've got a low battery on this thing, so I don't think that this is going to be very long. Do I have OnlyFans? No. No. Do I heavily criticize people who have OnlyFans? I try not to. No, I don't have an OnlyFans account. If I had an OnlyFans account, it would be something like this, me talking about politics, because it's something that I never talk about publicly. Okay, but gosh, that just opened like a can of worms in my mind. Okay, so why am I even going live? Why did I even think about going live? I don't know, because I'm just like, I'm suffering and other people must be suffering as well. And I thought I'd talk about one aspect of why I'm suffering. Like, there's lots of ways I could be suffering much more severely than I am right now. I'm not suffering that badly. And quite honestly, whenever I think I'm suffering, I just kind of bring it back to the basics, which is I'm safe. I have a warm home. I have food. I have a husband who loves me. No, I'm not back in the US. I have wonderful children. Like, my 3 kids are just the most scrumptious little munchkins ever. So I'm really not suffering in the scheme of, I don't know, the world historically speaking. Moscow, wow. Hello. So I'm not really suffering, but I'll tell you one of the things that I'm suffering with that is like kind of unusual. Ne, nisam Slovenka. Sem Američanka. Moj mož je Slovenec. I like to think of myself as an adopted Slovenka right now. So this is an area of suffering that I don't think most people, that is just kind of random. And I think that it's something that I've had to deal with since becoming a mother. And that is, I have this streak of perfectionism. Like, I have been a clinical, how do I say this? Yeah, clinical perfectionist since I was really young, like really, really young. And I think that I had to really suppress this when I had kids, because I felt like, yeah, Ljubljanščina for sure. Luka is from Midvoda, but OCD as well. Yes, I definitely have little OCD as well, and I that really doesn't mesh well with having kids and living in a very small apartment. And I kind of came to a point with kids, like when Olivia was really young, where I thought, if I let this perfectionism, like OCD, wanting things to be clean, if I let that rule me, this kid's gonna have a miserable childhood because I'll be so uptight about every little mistake she makes, every little mess she makes. I'll want to control everything she does. And so I had to let these pieces of me slowly die inside every time I watched my child do something new. And I was like, and now it's just like, it's peaking, really. I've gotten to a point where I'm just like, I don't speak the same, like, first of all, from a literal standpoint, I don't speak the same language as most people here. Like, I speak some Slovene. It's all right. It's not great. Those darn skloni mess me up every single time. But from a figurative standpoint, I don't speak the language of most people here because I have such an attention to detail that is just non-existent, I'm coming to realize. And it is like extremely, it's hard to describe when it's like something bothers me so badly. And when I'm trying to describe this to somebody like Luka, it's like he can't even see what it is that bothers me. And it's not just Luka. I think most people are like that. And that is extremely frustrating. And we're doing things in life right now, specifically, where this really matters to me and not to as many other people. And it's something I have to live with. And it's just something that like grinds me. You know, it's like brakes without brake fluid. Like just friction until it explodes in flames. That's how I'm feeling. But my coffee is great, so I'm surviving. Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds like I speak great Slovene until you learn that I've been here for 9 years. And then it's like, I have a good accent and a supremely limited vocabulary. But I think that I have a pretty good accent, especially for an American, because I think most Americans really struggle with Slovenian accent. Do I wish I could move to California with my family? Yeah, if I'm not lying. Although I don't know that California is the place I want to be. Like, here's the thing. Without the political atmosphere, California is 100% where I'd like to be. But the political atmosphere in California is such that I don't want to be within 10,000, I'm 6,000 miles from it right now. So that's great. But I do miss my family. I really miss my family. Thank you. Thank you for the positivity. I would really love to make like vlogs. I just feel like, how am I going to make vlogs without my kids being in it if we're all stuck home together all the time? And the only thing I can do is like go out for a walk. Thank you. We're all just trying to stay strong. You know, we're all just trying to do our best. We're just trying to do our best. It's really how it is. And if I think that's, you know what? Now that I think about it, if I do a little bit of internal questioning, I think the reason I probably wanted to come online, international love. I think the reason I probably wanted to come online and feel this is to feel some kind of connection, right? To feel some kind of connection to the outside world. I mean, isn't that what we all want right now? Like, we just are tired of being limited to our, I mean, I guess I could be grateful that I have family and I'm not totally alone, but as a extremely introverted person, it sounds lovely right now to be completely alone for like months on end. I know that I probably would get tired of that, and I think we do, just because as humans, I think it's our nature. Like, we're socially creatures. We're what am I trying to say? We're social creatures. We're social beings. It's in our genetic makeup to be social. And so whether you're introverted or not, that's, if you limit that severely for almost a year now, it's going to have repercussions. So yeah, maybe that's why I felt like getting on YouTube Live and just seeing who was out there who would hit me up in the chats, because I'm just like, I haven't, it's been like, I really want to make videos. I really want to make, you miss customers and friends and coworkers, just people, right? I kind of feel like this is going to, like, Slovenia is having live is a great alternative. I agree. I just have to, Luke and I did a live video on Instagram, and it was a lot of fun, but I don't trust Luca live. He says things sometimes where I'm like, oh man, I don't know. And at least if I'm like, well, at least if it's on Instagram, I'll just immediately delete it. And there was only 30 people who saw it. But no, I'm kind of joking. Live is a good alternative to making vlogs right now. I feel like maybe I could make video vlogs and just make them like where I go for a walk and I talk and I don't edit anything. I actually thought about this, which today's the 7th, isn't it? Oh, I think it's too late. Okay, by the way, if this video just randomly abruptly ends, it's because my battery died. You have been warned. But I wanted to do a walk through the Ljubljana center and kind of record what it looked like with all the beautiful lights. Oh yeah, Ljubljana is a horror for flat hunting. Okay, I spent 4 years searching the Ljubljana market, the real estate market, for any alternative to where we are right now. It has not been fun. Not at all. So I wanted to do a walk through the center because I thought that would be nice for all of you, where I just walk through the center with, and it is not like nothing special. I'm not going to do like a tour. I'm like kicking this. It's moving. It's bothering me. Nothing special, just a walk through the center for people to see, oh, look, that's what Ljubljana looks like if you're maybe in Maribor or Florida or Germany, Croatia, Canada, wherever. I thought maybe you'd like to just see a walk through the center. A live walkthrough in the snow, that would be fun. Yeah, I'll have to do that whenever it snows. It's been snowing, raining, snowing, raining, snowing, raining. Hasn't lived in the U.S. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying my videos. Yeah, Ljubljana and Slovenia is an amazing place to live. It's like, you kind of don't want to tell people about it because you don't want everyone to know about it, because then they're going to come here and they're going to ruin it. Because part of the reason it's so great here is because it's not that many people know about it. Would I ever move outside of the city of Ljubljana? I don't think so. And I mean this in the most loving way, but I grew up in a small town, like what's considered a small town for America, especially California. I grew up in a small town, and I don't like the small town feel. I don't like the fact that everyone knows everyone and that they're all up in each other's business, and whatever you do, everyone's going to talk about it and know about it. And it's going to be like that if I move outside of the city and live in a village. And it's going to be way worse than that, because a village is only going to have like 200 people. So I don't think I would, although I would say this is something Luke and I really disagreed on, because part of me really wanted to get away from the city and at least, like, in California, it's so big. You can live in a city but still have like an enormous amount of your own space, like your own backyard and garden, whatever. And that's pretty much impossible here. So that was something we really debated because I wanted to be further away to have more private space, and Luka wants to be closer to La Papa and the bus system and everything that makes it just easy. Okay, I missed the last one. Can I? Oh, I can. Nice. Fellow Slovenian lived in a village. There was maybe like 100 people in it. Yeah. Luka's family, we go visit. There's like not that many people there. Slovenia is not as good as I say it is. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty fair. I have good and bad things to say about everything. Internet concept doesn't want to live in Slovenia. Well, it depends where you're from. Do a walk with Sally. That would be fun. Yeah, it depends where you're from. Like, I would think if you're coming from, like, I don't know where, Detroit, Slovenia would be like heaven compared to that. Jesenice. I have fondness for Jesenice because that's where all 3 of my children were born. Slovenia is overrated. I'm trying to think what's overrated. Okay, I'll say this. The air quality during the wintertime is horrible. Like, the pollution is so much worse than anything I ever experienced in Southern California. So I'll say that. That's overrated. I think in the summertime, it's really great. I think the summers here are really what sells me because it's so beautiful. The fact that you get like little thunderstorms, little rainstorms all throughout the winter or all throughout the summer. And that makes it green all year long. And this is so beautiful. You have no idea. In California, it's like from June until November. No, actually, I take that back because it's just like dead pretty much all throughout. Yeah, so pretty much from like July on, it's just dead until spring the next year. Everything's brown, dead, not pretty. Oh, underrated. Slovenia is underrated. Yes, it is, highly. Somebody visited Detroit. Oh, hi, Vivian. Nice to see you. Coffee in the morning, tea in the evening. Hi, Mariah from Ljubljana. Hello. Coffee, I usually have in the afternoon, actually. I have it like somewhere between... I usually have it after lunch. So sometime between like 1 and 3. If it's like 4 p.m., I won't have it, even though I make it half decaf and half regular. But I like to have it kind of to give me a kick in the later morning. From the Philippines. I've been to the Philippines, believe it or not. You didn't know I was streaming. Well, now you know. Flint, Michigan. Yeah, there's lots of states in the U.S. that I haven't been to. I haven't been to any of the Great Lakes area. Have not been to New York. That's a big place. I've been to the whole Pacific Northwest. Like, I've been to Washington, Oregon, obviously California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, and Washington, D.C., Kansas when I was a kid, and that's it. So that's the limit of where I've been in America. There's so much. I would really like to go to, no, Idaho. Oh, I have been to Utah. I take it back. I went to a swing dance event there over the weekend. We drove there. It was really nice. Western New York. Wow, Western New York. What's it like in New York right now? Florida needs to be on the list. I need to go to Florida. I'd love to go to Hawaii. I'd love to go to New York and see the sights there. DC was really amazing. DC was like finally a place of America that felt like it had architectural culture. I shouldn't say that entirely because I grew up in a like mining town and it's like all the houses are very Victorian and it's very cute, but it just doesn't feel that historically significant. Maybe because I grew up there. 3 coffees a day. Okay, you need to wean down off of that 3 coffees a day because if you do, 1 coffee will make you feel so much better. Logatec. I've been to Logatec. It is very beautiful. Are there many Asians in Slovenia? No, there's not many anything besides Slovenians. It's pretty landlocked on that. Washington, D.C. Have I watched CNN? I never watch CNN. I never watch okay, low power mode, low battery. I never watch any of the news sites. They're so stuck on their agenda. There's nothing fair coming out of them. There's nothing central or like, it's just they have their agenda and their message that they're going to preach, and they're never going to give a fair point to the other side. And I have no interest in watching the news from that perspective. I will find it's like, if something happened, then something happened, and I'm sure if it's significant enough, I'll hear about it one way or another. More than 3 coffees a day, guys. You guys have got to like tone down on that. I don't know why I'm holding this. It's a kid's Legos. Most annoying thing in Slovenia. Oh my gosh, the passive aggressiveness. People are passive aggressive here because they have no skills in confrontation. And it is like my favorite example, which I tell to people. I give an example to Americans who come to visit me. I'm like, okay, this is the perfect example. If you're ever walking through a parking lot and you see somebody who, like, you see a car parked and their windshield wipers are pulled up, it's somebody telling them that they parked like a jerk off. Like, you parked like a jerk. And I'm going to let you know, not by saying, oh, sorry, could you like move your car? No, I let you know by pulling up your windshield wipers or keying your car or whatever. But that to me is like, Trieste. I have flown out of Trieste. That's all I've done. So yeah. I would love, actually, ironically, I was planning to go to Trieste, so 2020, my birthday, January. I was like, I would really like to go to Italy and take a cooking class. And I was looking in Trieste and I thought, oh, I'll go there once the weather gets nice. Kamnik, hello. Yeah, and the weather got nice and we all got locked down. So, thirst. It is thirst, isn't it? Those cheeky Italians stealing our land. How can a Slovenian move to USA? Marry an American. It's always a solid solution. If you don't want to marry an American, I don't know, because I've never done it. I don't think it's that difficult, though. Hi.
Mama.
Yes?
Are you guys feeling?
Who went in the bedroom?
Who went in the bedroom? Leia went in the bedroom.
Leia, come on out. Come out.
Babe, will you please go get me some water?
Yes! I'm coming with some mommy water.
We had one rule.
One rule.
I went to take one
Not
stuff
disturb.
away in the freaking thing by the entrance. Like I tried to put it in.
Snuck around you.
You guys are such little
right.
amazing.
Go get me some water, please.
Okay.
Leia brings in. At one point, every day, this little kiddo is completely happy, and because he's leaving me alone and completely happy, somebody has to bring him to me. Like, the only time he's happy, they're like, let's bring him to mommy, because the rest of the day
No water. Let's go. Breathe easy.
Anyways, I'll finish up here.
You don't have to finish up.
All right.
Guys, we have one rule.
We have one rule, and that is don't disturb mommy.
Mommy water's coming.
You're the best. Thank
First
you.
thing when I said one rule, we can't go see mommy. Leia goes, I need to see mommy if she's okay. She goes, Auntie, is mommy okay?
Of course, mommy's okay. She's just about to go crazy if you don't leave her alone. Okay.
Let's go out. Hey,
Hey,
right now.
all right.
Mommy, what is that?
10 more minutes. It goes to... Babe. It goes to here.
Okay,
It goes,
we're sama.
it goes like that. That's what it does. Okay? Thank you for the water.
Leia, kdo bo prvi v kuhinji? Jaz ali ti? 3, 4, go!
Parenting hack. for the win. Okay, what did I miss out on? I don't know if the live... How is raising your children bilingual? Are American girls like okay? I take offense to that. Well, they're only okay in California. No, I'm joking. Okay. Yeah, raising kids bilingually is great. It's something I always wanted to do, so I'm really fortunate I married somebody whose mother tongue is different from mine. Does Luka work in COVID times? Yes, he does. Ooh, I would love to come visit you in Trieste whenever life goes back to normal. I'm thinking summertime life will go back to normal. Thanks. State is most similar to Slovenia. I mean, I think topographically, topographically, is that how you say it? I think California, I've always said, is like a larger version of Slovenia because it has mountains and it's got the ocean. It's kind of got everything in between, which is what's so great about Slovenia. Ask children which language they think. Yeah, I think my kids think I think it goes back and forth, but for the most part, they think in Slovene, especially because they go to kindergarten and they speak Slovene in kindergarten. I have not been to Triglav yet. Unfortunately. Is it pretty LGBT friendly there? Of course. Slovenia, I find Europe is very chill. You know, this is one of the greatest things about Europe that I love the most is the fact that people are so chill with the human body in its various shapes and sizes. You can literally be naked at the seaside. No one cares. And every body type is there, and it's like totally normal. It feels very refreshing and freeing. Okay. So raising kids bilingually is great. It's hard for me because I wish I could speak with them in Slovene all the time because it would actually really help me. But if I do that, they don't speak English ever at all because they speak English with Luka's family and his sister's children and Luka's parents, and everybody else is going to speak Slovene to them, and hello tudi, and everyone here that, like, as soon as we go out, everyone is speaking to them in Slovene. So they're not going to get any English unless it's from me. And I noticed this because with Olivia, I tried to speak with her in Slovene to help myself. And then after a week, I was like, she's not speaking English at all. So body strength training. Yeah. I did 2 workouts. And that's about it so far. Luka has a company. This is a nice little Q&A, huh? Luka has a company that his dad founded. So they do all sorts of things. I joke that I still don't know what he does. If you ever watched How I Met Your Mother, Luka's kind of like Barney. Like, you just don't know what he does. Every time you're like, what do you do? He's like, nah. No, he explains it to me, but I still have no idea what he does. And I just have to say, it's something in sound and vibration. Why do you teach them English? Shouldn't they speak American? That's funny. Oh, Cleveland. Okay, I just noticed or found out that there's like a huge Slovenian community in Ohio, which is pretty cool. You saw me in Butatsa, you were ordering horse burger. That's cool. You didn't say hi, though. Yeah, every now and then we go get horse burger, and usually we'd go to Atlantis, and then after Atlantis, we'd go to Hot Horse and get food there. Never ask about my business, The Godfather, yeah. All right. Shostan Vilenia. I think I've been to Vilenia, but I don't think I feel like someone I know lives there. Oh, yeah, my kids could go to like an English speaking school, but I wanted them to go to a Slovenian because I thought it would be better for them. I don't know. I felt like they didn't need to go to an English speaking school, because if I'm speaking with them in English, the language super hard to learn. Yeah, it is not, was it? It is super hard to learn. Slovenian food. I can't answer this honestly, because if I tell you I don't like Slovenian food, I'll have 2 million people who then don't like me. Slovenes are so sensitive about their food. So you cannot imagine how sensitive they are about their food. I'm trying to think what it is Americans are that sensitive about. Like, if there's a food that we're that sensitive about. And I'd like to say I don't think we are. I'm trying to think if maybe like burgers, but really, like, if somebody told me they didn't like hamburgers, I'd be like, weird. Maybe if you're like from California and you don't like In-N-Out, that would be kind of sacrilegious, but not to the extent about like on Slovenians. Slovenians are so sensitive about their food. And every time I've ever criticized Slovenian food, it's come back to bite me. And it doesn't matter how much I say, like, oh, I don't like this thing, but I love that. No one cares that I love that. They're all angry that I said I didn't like this. And the biggest example is I have a vlog on it, which is like 3 Slovenian foods I love and hate. No one cares about the foods that I love and how much I compliment the foods that I love. No one cares. They all hate me for the foods I hate, because it's like, so, oh no, you didn't have proper zaseka. Like, I got the one from like way up in the mountains in that tiny little village made by the farmer who lives on his farm and works his farm and makes his own zaseka. I think it's pretty legit. I just don't like zaseka. And don't start on Chocolino. Well, okay, and then I've also heard that Chocolino is not actually Slovenian. It's Croatian, right? Something like that. Famous bled cake. If you're talking about kremšnita, I almost forgot it. I'm not the biggest fan of kremšnita, and I think it's because my first impression of it was not favorable. Ooh, Vegeta, yes. Although, you ordered it on Amazon? That sounds weird. Vegeta is really amazing. I use it in my soups. It's incredible. Kremšnita for the win. I know, it's one of those things. I like the little crunchy, like, thing that, the crunchy part of the kremšnita, but the cake part of it, I just don't like. I just don't. It's like, I don't know. I think I looked at it and I thought it was going to be something it wasn't. Moving cake. I don't think I know what that is. Stock and cubes. No. We call that bouillon. I don't know what you call it here, but no. Never, ever do I use that. Never. Frankfurt, Germany. Hello. Primorska. Gibanica. I've had gibanica too. It's one of those things I'm like, okay. Lots of poppy seeds. Safer in the US or Slovenia? How's living in Slovenia comparison with USA? More money at the end of the month. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions in that one text. Okay, so I definitely, I think it depends on what part of America you are in. But as generally speaking, I feel way safer in Slovenia. And I don't think that feeling is ever going to go away from me, because I used to walk from my class. Like, I had a class in college that ended at like 10:30 at night, and I used to walk with a taser in my hand from my classroom to my car. And my sister was jumped by a man and a woman and was beat before she started to fight back. And there's just like, and that was Southern California. And I think California in general is like, It's not safe, but it's not the kind, like, here's what I'll say. I have absolutely no fear in America of being shot to death. God, this is not good, like, language to speak about for YouTube to, like, promote my channel. I have no fear of that in America, which is like what the news loves to portray. But as a general rule, like, I would never leave my kids unattended anywhere. I would never go to a playground or a park, a public park, and like let my kids play and just like let them go and talk to somebody and not pay attention to where they are. I would like watch them all the time. And Isaac is knocking on the door. And here, like, and I would never feel safe walking by myself at night. Like, I would always be on high alert. And that's how I lived before I came here. And even when I came here and I was living here, it was like every time I went out, I was like super highly suspicious of whatever person was out there. And if I had to walk my dog at night, or if I was walking through the center at night and I was by myself, if I saw that there was like a man somewhere, I like avoided that area completely. And I was really paranoid about this. And I remember asking one of Luka's friends, a woman, and I asked her, like, do you ever feel afraid, like, walking at night by yourself? And she said, I'll never forget. She said, no. Oh, hi.
Can I go to the bedroom?
I just don't want you in my video, even though your face is very cute. So I'll never forget what she's here. You can. Wait, don't spill my coffee. Don't spill my coffee. Can I give you my coffee cup? Please take this, Leia. Please take this very carefully. Don't drop it, okay?
We really bumped Olivia's tooth and it almost came out.
That's great!
Look at it. Show it to Mommy.
Show me.
Like,
Ooh, it's almost out.
Yeah, Olivia, that was great.
Good
You
job.
hit it.
There you go.
Let's go.
It probably
it
didn't.
hurt.
You're so brave.
Let's go. Let's go, Leia. Olivia, come out, okay?
Okay.
I'm so proud of you, though. Let me see it. It's really close. Does it hurt me? Oh, it's so close.
Ow.
That hurt a little more? Oh, sorry. You're very brave. Okay.
I have to go out, Mommy.
Because I'm making a video. I said like 10 minutes, and that was almost 10 minutes ago. Slovenians they don't have a tooth fairy, they have a zobna miška, which is translated to a tooth mouse. Olivia has a shark tooth. I don't know if you, okay, I gotta get back to the story, but I don't know if you ever heard of a shark tooth, but a shark tooth is where like the adult tooth grows in behind the baby tooth before the baby tooth is falling out. So we're trying to get the little baby tooth to come out. Okay, so I'll never forget what my friend said, but I asked her, do you ever feel afraid walking? No, don't climb here. It's really moving the camera. I said, do you ever feel like afraid if you're walking by are you ever concerned? I think I asked her, are you ever concerned about what you're wearing if you walk at night by yourself? And she said, no, I'm never concerned. She said, I could walk down the scariest alleyway in the middle of night naked and I would never be concerned for my safety. And I literally could not get out of I could not grasp that. Like, that just was shocking to me. Absolutely shocking to me. So, America and California, and obviously large cities in particular, I would never feel that kind of security. And I wouldn't feel that for myself. I would not feel that for my kids. And so, yeah, that right there is a big reason why Luke and I are, for now, living here. So we are, like I've said this from the beginning, but our dream, our plan, our vision is to have a home here, like a forever home in Slovenia, and a forever home it was going to be California, probably still, hopefully going to be California one day. Oh, hello. Why don't you walk into... Yes. Yes. Isaac is walking. Oh, what a big boy. Okay. I guess I'll end this there. Thanks for spending a little time with me. A lot more than I was expecting. I thought, oh, live chat for like, good job. You walked all the way in here. Thought I was going to like, you know, do this for like 10 minutes. And here we are 40 minutes later. I really enjoyed this. And I think I'll do this. I think I'll do this again. You want some water? Isaac wants water.
Oh, mommy really hurt.
Your tooth hurts. You just leave it for now. It'll feel better. Oh, you spilled my water. Okay. Yeah. All right, back to reality. Thanks for joining me, everybody. It was nice hearing from you. If you enjoyed this, let's do this again sometime. Okay, that wasn't high enough. Let's do this again sometime. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I wish you all a pleasant evening. Maybe Luke and I will come on in the evening. Koper, hello. Have a nice evening. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for everything.